إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد يحيى ibn Mu'adh, one of the great scholars in the 3rd century. يقول الإمام الذهبي رحمه الله كان من كبار البشايخ. Imam al-Dhahabi رحمه الله, he said that Yahya ibn Mu'adh was one of the great shuyukh. Listen to the saying of Yahya ibn Mu'adh and reflect deeply on it. يقول القلوب كالقدور تغلي بما فيها. Hearts are like cooking pots. They boil with what's in them. Whatever you put in the pot, that's what is going to be cooking. يقول فإذا تكلم الرجل أو قبل ذلك قال وألسنتها مغارفها. The tongues are the spoons or the spatula that you take what's in the pot. فإذا أردت أن تعرف الرجل, if you want to know a person, فانظر إلى كلامه فإن لسانه يغرف مما في قلبه. You should look at his words. His tongue is taking out of the pot what's in his heart. His tongue is taking it from there. فإذا أردت أن تعرف الرجل فانظر إليه حين يتكلم. يعني this is so important because it was said before تكلم حتى أعرفك. You look at the person silent. He looks like a scholar. You don't know if he's a scholar or not. You remain confused or doubtful until he speaks. Once he speaks, easily you can tell if he's a scholar or not, educated or not educated, because the words that comes out of his mouth is taking it from his heart. This is the storage of his knowledge. Then this is how you know the man. And he said فاللسان يغرف مما في القلب حلو وحامض وأجاج. حلو وحامض وأجاج وعذب. يعني you're talking about the tongue is taken out of the heart, the sweet and the pure and the sour and the salty. Whatever in your heart, this is what the heart is taking out. And the tongue, or you know what's in the heart by the confession of the tongue. تعرف ما في القلب باعتراف اللسان. So your tongue is really supposed to be, we use it to defend ourselves, but at the same time, it is sometimes lets you down, because by it you are known. So you look at the person. How can we apply that practically? Look at the person. انظر للرجل. إذا كل كلامه عن الدنيا ما تقول لي عنه شيخ. If you see a person that's all he talks about is business and dunya, don't tell me that he's a sheikh. And look at a person who spends his time whenever he wants to comfort himself, whenever he or she in the car or in the bathroom or alone singing. Don't tell me this person is in love with the Quran. Look at the person when he gets angry or something he or she doesn't like. What comes out of the mouth? Cuss and curse. Don't tell me this person is righteous. إذا كان كلام الرجل دائما مسبات، وإذا كان دائما مثلا بغني، لا يمكن هذا يكون قلبه متعلق بالقرآن، ولا يمكن أن يكون تقي. So be careful. Be careful. This is how we understand the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, يثبت الله الذين آمنوا بالقول الثابت في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة. 3 questions you're going to be asked in the grave. How do you think you're going to answer that? You're dead, then you wake up in the grave, have no idea what's in there, alone, scared to death, angels dreadful looking, mean and stern questions. من ربك؟ ما دينك؟ من إلهك؟ ما دينك؟ من هو محمد؟ كيف عرف؟ Questions. يعني الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال ينتهرانه. They're not like, excuse me, who's your... No, it is a dreadful situation. Even if you know the answers, you're going to forget it because you're so scared. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala قال يثبت الله الذين آمنوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala affirms your heart on what was in your heart before. So if your heart was full of iman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps it and makes it come out from your tongue. This is the spatula. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala automatically brings that answers from your heart because you are used to it. So hearts are like cooking pots. They boil with what's in them. القلوب كالقدور تغلي بما فيها وألسنتها مغارفها فإذا أردت أن تعرف الرجل فانظر أو فاستمع إليه حين يتكلم فإنه يغترف من قلبه إن كان قلبه حلوا أو عذبا أو أجاجا أو حامضا. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to affirm our hearts and to fill our hearts with the Quran and with the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and with the beneficial knowledge, and to remove the attachment and the love of this dunya. I'm not telling you hate dunya. I'm not saying don't get dunya. I'm saying the attachment, meaning you just want it. If time for prayer comes and business is there, then you go to business. That's attachment to dunya. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talked about men, real men, what's the number one quality of real men? لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله. These are the men in the masajid. Commerce, money doesn't take them away from coming to the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's amazing that the person who will be in the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of them is a person, his heart is attached to the masjid. So visit the masjid. Corona or no corona, make yourself at least one time. Don't detach yourself from the masjid, because wallahi it will make your heart so hard. I'm addressing men, if we have those, or if we still have those. Men, رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله. قبل ذلك قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في بيوت يعني المساجد أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال. هل أنت رجل؟ سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.